I think intros are probably the most awkward thing out of everything because I'm like, it's so
Hey! What's up, losers?
Welcome back, Disney Channel.
Did you say welcome back to Disney Channel?
No, welcome back
Sorry,
to the
did
YouTube
you start
channel.
filming?
Yeah, I did.
Oh no.
I'm walking slowly, I'm taking my time. All I like good talking is starting to rhyme. I'm letting go, only letting go with strife. I just can't get enough of this beautiful life. Forgive me all you can of this beautiful life.
Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be discussing the 10 things that I have learned since starting a business so that we can really dive deep into all these different things over the next couple of weeks. So I have my list. Let's begin. Alright, the first thing just out of the way, manufacturing. That was a journey, to say the very least. I switched manufacturers. I've experienced a couple different things within manufacturing as far as that all goes. So manufacturing was definitely probably like the first thing I learned, and also just like the biggest, like, I think roadblock / most intimidating thing that I learned since starting a company. Next was designing. Designing was something that I had no experience with. I've never designed anything, hadn't even taken a clothing construction class in high school, and I had to kind of learn how to design, what a tech pack was, all of that stuff, and how I needed to design it for manufacturers to be able to actually produce and make samples, and I learned the sampling process, all of that. Next was bookkeeping and accounting. I know, very exciting, very thrilling. I also agree. It's probably the worst thing ever, and I will be honest, I might have screwed up a couple of times. Potentially. We have an accountant now. Don't even worry about it, friends. But the bookkeeping thing, it was a lot. And that was one of the first things that I learned, is the importance of keeping track of everything. More on that later. The fourth thing that I've learned the most about is social media marketing and just marketing and advertising in general. I had no expectations going into it. I just started kind of posting on social media, and that has been the biggest learning curve, and I still feel like is still the biggest learning curve for me. But I've experienced a lot, from videos doing absolutely terrible to videos getting millions of views. I've experienced a lot with the social media marketing, and the one that goes kind of along with that, which is the fifth thing, is influencers. Influencers are also the other thing that has been a really big learning curve for me, and also just learning how to manage influencers, what works, what doesn't. All of that, influencers and social media marketing have really been the biggest thing that I've had to be able, had to learn and figure out as I've been going. Next is Shopify. I use Shopify for all of my store stuff. Most e-commerce stores will start with Shopify, and Shopify is a pain in the butt. I'm going to be honest with you, and it has taken me so long to figure out how it even works, have a way to use it, a good working workflow with it. I'm still figuring out, I'm going to be honest, but learning how to manage a website, build a website, use Shopify was a learning curve. It still is, I'm going to be honest. Every single time I have to add products or have a new collection drop, it's a struggle to remember how I did the thing the last time, and then I have to remember again. Anyways, disaster. But I learned Shopify. That was an interesting one. The seventh thing I've learned is product photography and videography. I was a videographer and photographer prior to all of this, so I was like expecting this to, be a walk in the park, super easy, same as I've always done, and it really isn't. There's a lot of different key elements that come into photography and videography when it comes to products, and so there was definitely a learning curve and some mistakes and trial and error when it came to shooting content and being able to showcase my products well within those types of mediums. The eighth thing I learned was how to set up a business, what I needed to do as far as getting an LLC, setting up a domain, getting my emails, I don't even know. There were so many things. Getting business licenses. There were so many things that I didn't even know existed. Yet here I was, having to learn all of that and figure it out so that I'm not doing anything illegal. Still really hoping I'm not doing anything illegal, but it be what it do. That was probably also the biggest learning curve, and it took me forever to figure out what I actually needed to do, because sometimes the government makes things confusing, and my little brain could not figure it out for a while there. It was a struggle. The ninth thing I've learned was a whole lot of business terms. ROI, know that now. Didn't know that before. Got that one though. What a tech pack is. What other business terms have I learned? I feel like I've learned so many and now they're all gone in my head. Anyways, there's a lot of business terms that I have learned over the past year, and also just different analytics, what to look at, what to examine. And honestly, analytics are still something that I've been trying to figure it out and learning as I've been going, but hopefully by the time I make the video about analytics and business terms that I know a little bit more, it's definitely been a learning curve and how to be able to really grow my business in that way. And lastly, because I like to be cheesy, the 10th thing that I have learned is that you are going to make mistakes, and there's a lot of trial and error, but how that can make you successful. I talked about it a ton in like a lot of my business classes that I took in college, where it's just you gotta learn how to make mistakes, you gotta learn how to fail fast and fail cheap, and I feel like I've experienced so many of the things that I talked about in classes, and so that has also been the 10th top thing that I have learned over the past year since starting my business. So I'm excited over the next couple of weeks to really dive in deep and be able to share with you guys, as well as give you tools that will be able to help you start your own businesses, or just give you some advice on what you can do with your own projects and personal things that you're doing. So anyways, hope you will join. Make sure that you subscribe and comment down below if you want to know anything else and what specific things you want to learn so that I can film. Anyways, have a great week, and remember to live a life worth capturing. Mwah!